Welcome to You're Not an Expert Just Because You Can Query a Chatbot. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room that nobody wants to address. The fact that our AI models are getting progressively worse, and I'm pretty sure it's intentional. And before you say, oh, another conspiracy theory, just hear me out because the evidence is mounting, and to be honest, it's getting ridiculous. I've been using these premium models since day one. ChatGPT Pro, Claude Pro, the works. €200 a month for O3 Pro, $150 for Claude. And what am I getting? Models that are becoming lazier, giving shorter outputs, making more logic errors, and acting like they forgot how to follow basic instructions. And I'm not alone in this. Look at what users are saying on Reddit. And these aren't newbies. These are power users who've been tracking this stuff for months. One developer posted, "I've been using GPT Plus since it began, and I use GPT for coding tasks. However, I have noticed in the recent months that it became far less capable than even at the beginning of this year. It does not follow explicit instructions. For example, it provides truncated code with placeholders when I explicitly ask to provide complete code." And here's where it gets really interesting. Over the past few weeks, ChatGPT's responses have become so thoroughly disconnected from the content of my input, it can't function. With every iteration of a code base, it removes details that it shouldn't, ignores requests, dismisses questions. These aren't isolated complaints. This is a pattern. Claude users are reporting similar issues. One person noted that for several days already, I was noticing degradation in cursor responses to the extent that it couldn't finalize very simple tasks in a smart way. It definitely was able to accomplish such tasks in much better way previously. And here's what really grosses me out. OpenAI actually acknowledged this. They literally admitted that users report sluggish responses and peculiar behavior from GPT during peak times. Complaints range from delayed and perfunctory interactions to outright refusal to answer, especially when handling code-related queries. But their excuse, "Oh, we haven't updated the model since November." I do not believe this, because here's what I think may really be happening. These companies have your subscription money locked in, right? You're paying that monthly fee whether you use the service or not. So what's the easiest way to reduce their massive computing costs? Make the models produce less output, give shorter responses, use less compute per query. It's cost optimization disguised as model behavior. Think about it. You pay €200 a month for O3 Pro, and what do you get? Models that sit in thinking for 10 minutes, then give you half-finished code that they suggest you complete yourself. Meanwhile, the older models that actually worked are being phased out or throttled. This isn't just poor engineering. This looks like systematic degradation to manage costs while maintaining revenue. And if that's true, and I'm sadly becoming more convinced it is, that would be fraud, plain and simple. You're paying premium prices for artificially degraded performance. The context windows seem to become smaller, the reasoning is getting sloppier, and the models are making basic logic errors they wouldn't have made 6 months ago. One user put it perfectly. "I've been a Plus subscriber ever since the beta preview rollout, and I've gotten a lot of value out of my subscription over that time. Recently, as in the last couple of weeks to months, while using it in the exact same manners as I always have, I have noticed an incredibly frustrating number of inconsistencies. And here's what we need to do about it. We need transparency. We need these companies to publish their actual model performance metrics over time. We need to know when they're throttling, when they're using cheaper distilled models, when they're reducing compute allocation. Because right now, it feels like they're treating us like idiots who won't notice. So here's my call to action. Share this video, share your own experiences, document the degradation you're seeing, tag these companies on social media, demand answers, because until we collectively make enough noise, it is very much likely that they'll keep optimizing for their profit margins instead of our user experience. I want to see every single person watching this share their own AI degradation stories in the comments or on a platform of their choice on genericaicompany.com, everywhere. Because this isn't just about individual frustration, this is about holding companies accountable for the promises they made when they took our money. The only way we get transparency is if we demand it loudly and consistently. So let's make some noise and let's get the AI companies to admit what they're actually doing to their models behind the scenes. If you want more honest AI insights from someone who not started being an expert as ChatGPT enabled everyone to talk like a smartass, like and subscribe my channel. Thank you and have a brilliant week.